Hi everybody, Sean O'Kane here with Chip Estimate TV. We're here at DesignCon 2014 at the Santa Clara Convention Center. My guest today is Patrick Mannion, Vice President and Brand Director, the Electronics Division with UBM.
UBM Tech, right?
That's
it. You
it.
Sean.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How's the show going for you?
The show's going fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a sold-out show. We got attendance up over last year.
Uh-huh.
People are happy. You see the aisles are packed here at the exhibit, on the expo floor. You go to the study halls.
Uh-huh.
I call them study halls upstairs, right?
Right.
Conference, exhibition. It's looking really well up there. People are really studying hard upstairs. I mean, this is a show for engineers, by engineers. So you can tell by the packed shows upstairs that they really are enjoying the show and just really making the most of both the conference itself as well as the show floor.
This has been going on for 20 years now.
Yeah, I started with the IEC 20 years ago, right? We've had it now, I think it's almost 4 years. 4 years we've had it within the context of UBM.
Right.
And it's been a really solid show, and a couple of hiccups in the beginning as with the transfer, but then over the last couple of years, the execution has just been nailed down.
What makes it unique? This conference is unique for the attendees.
I think it's really important that we emphasize that it's really about the engineering aspects of design, right? We focus solely on design, getting the signal from point A to point B with as little jitter as possible, closing the eye, make sure it's all clear and well thought out, getting the signal from the chip, from onboard the die right out to the connector. And even actually on the show floor here, we've got a demonstration in the Rodin Schwartz booth. It's a demonstration by Centric Tech. And they're focused on getting a high-speed signal from point A to point B wirelessly. So from chassis to chassis communication, you can have a high-speed signal. So if anybody here gets this video before the show ends, which I hope to do, we can drop by and see Rodin Schwartz. It's a really good demonstration of what's happening. Normally Rodin Schwartz wouldn't do that, but it's such an interesting demonstration that they wanted a company that's using their technology and their testing technology to be at the booth and see it. So it's really good. So.
Very nice. Now, as brand director, you're responsible for the direction and the growth of the company's electronics and brands.
Correct.
Right?
Partially. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. That's part of the job, right?
All right. And so, what technology, specific technology, represented here this year, do you see, in your opinion, is making a bigger impact within this industry?
I think it's materials on the boards.
Okay.
It's also the ability to use silicon to increase the data clock recovery, so you can have a better, lower jitter. But also it's the use of processing, high-end processing, to ensure that signals get from point A to point B. So that data recovery, it's so important. So using new algorithms and advancing the state-of-the-art with those algorithms to make it really work. So they're hard to work with the silicon, they're hard to work with materials, they're hard to work with the conformal coatings for the boards, and that's really important. And so that's critical here. We also actually added on to our tracks. We added on a wireless and optical portion to our education tracks this year, and that's working out really well. So
yeah, and that's where I'm going with this, because DesignCon has a very solid structure that is been doing very, very well for many, many years. But what would you be adding what kind of topics would you like to add?
That's a really good question. I mean, in some cases, good is the enemy of great, right? Sometimes when you got a really good show, don't mess with it, right?
Correct.
With DesignCon, it's so good that we're almost loath to make any big changes quickly. So what we are doing is adding on things around the edges, adding more to the educational tracks. We're adding more to, maybe for next year, we'll have an executive summit, so to add on both the technical side as well as the executive, so to speak, as well. So get that angle as well to help engineers understand more the business side of what they're doing as well, and also for the business guys to really understand what's happening with technology, which is often more important, because sometimes when you get caught up on the business side, you kind of lose track of what's going on with technology and the customers. And so it's important to get them connected at some point.
Well, yeah, I mean, UBM also handles TechCon.
That's right.
Every year, and a big topic of discussion in this last TechCon was IoT, and that might be another part around the fringe.
It sounds odd, but IoT in a conference that's dedicated to high-speed signal communications, it sounds odd that IoT might actually be even brought up here.
Correct.
But it actually would be, because these high-speed signals got to be aggregated at some point and sent over a high-speed data plane, and that's where it comes together here. 1,000 sensors, 1,000 devices all come together and communicating back and forth between them. They have to do it over a high-speed data plane, and that's what's been developed here at DesignCon. So DesignCon is enabling IoT, but more at the core infrastructure more than anything else, and that's what's really exciting about it. What's important here is it will be important for everybody. It applies across the board, and that's why we love it.
Well, I love having you here every year
Thanks,
and discussing the exciting things here at DesignCon. So I appreciate you taking a little bit of time.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I thought we were going to go have a beer or something. Go ahead.
We didn't talk about the Best in Test Awards we had last night.
Oh my God, that's right.
Come on, Sean.
No.
So we had the Best in Test Awards last night.
Yes, that was in the note. Best in Test.
That's the Best in Test Awards, right? We had them over in the ChipEd Theater last night.
That's
that
right.
went really well. We had our Test Engineer of the Year award.
Yeah.
That was Daniel Chow. He's a Chief Signal Integrity Engineer for Apple Incorporated, right? We also had a transfer of, we passed on the baton from Barry Sullivan to Janine Love, right?
Yeah.
So she's now our technical chair for the conference, working with a great advisory board. And noting that the advisory board for DesignCon is one of the most critical aspects of the conference and why it works so well. The advisory board loves DesignCon. They love being here. And Janine's job is to help corral that energy and make it even better next year. Yeah. And that's some really exciting stuff. So looking forward to next year as well already.
Yeah, and
you're Thursday, right?
You're doing a great job. And anything else that I may have overlooked?
Let's see, the weather. The game on Sunday. You want to talk about the game on Sunday? What's happening?
Okay.
Any bets?
I was going to ask you, and
I got invited over to a friend's house for the game.
And
he's in Jersey.
Oh, he is.
I'm not going. I ain't facing that traffic on Sunday.
Where are you? Who are you leaning towards? If you going to play it down the middle, or
the Yankees?
The Yankees. Great answer.
All right, okay, I got to run, Sean. Okay,
Thank you.
meeting you. Okay.
Thank you,
Enjoy
Patrick Mannion, Vice President, Brand Director, UBM Electronics. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Sean.
All right.
Cheerio now. Bye.
Now that Patrick Mannion is gone, he's a Bronco fan. That was Patrick Mannion. We'll see you next time on Chip Estimate TV.